Last episode, we worked on training magic up into the 30s so that we could unlock some much needed teleports to help us get around Gilnor. Today, we're training the secondary skill that allows us to fight things from a far distance away range. This is where I'm going to take you through another level 1 to level 30 training progression video. If you're new here, hi, my name is Joss, and this is my Surviving Free-to-Play series where I teach you everything that you need to know to have a successful free-to-play account. Starting from level 1 range, the goal is simple. Just reach level 30, and we're going to see if training range in free-to-play is actually worth it or not. Let's get started. Wait, don't scroll through yet. I want to tell you guys about a giveaway that I'm doing soon. So my channel is almost at its first 100 subscribers. And to give back to the community and give back to all of you guys, I will be giving away a $20 Steam gift card and a $20 Old School RuneScape gift card for you guys to use on whatever the heck you want. So once I hit 100 subscribers, what will happen is in the video that I post following that milestone, I will include a link. You will go through, complete whatever you can on the link, and you'll get X amount of entries. I will have the giveaway open from date A to date B because I don't know. I'll have it open for like a week or so. And then I will make a video showing me rolling the results to see who wins. It won't be the same person that wins both. I'll make sure it's a different person or at least 2 separate accounts. But more information on that coming soon. I just wanted to let you guys know. So enjoy the rest of the gameplay and I'll catch you guys next time. As you know, before we train range, we need to look the part. So I stopped at the GE earlier and I bought a leather body, leather chaps, and leather vambraces. I held off on the leather cowl because once I reach level 5, in the adventurer path, that's actually something that you can get for free. And yes, it is only a couple of coins, but you get it for free anyway, along with 75 bronze arrows. So I didn't worry about buying the cowl or any arrows. Now I will say, if you talk to the range tutor in Lumbridge, which is located in this area right here, they will give you a training bow and 25 training arrows. Once you go through those 25 arrows, I believe you can talk to them again and they'll just continue to give them to you as long as you don't have any in your bank or your inventory. So I guess also in a way you could just drop them and then talk to them again and then drop them and talk to them again. But we really only use a training bow for a handful of levels anyway. For me, I'm only using the training bow just to get rid of these 25 arrows because I have them, they were free, so why not? In addition to those items, I'm also wearing leather boots. I have my cape, just my flower crown, my training bow. And then once I run out of these 25 training arrows, I'm just going to switch to my general short bow with some bronze arrows. I already had 116 bronze arrows and 68 iron arrows in my bank. So I also didn't buy any more of those, but you cannot mix and match. With the training bow, you can't use regular arrows. You can only use the training bow arrows and vice versa. You can't use the training bow arrows on a regular short bow. So that's why we have to use them the way we are. Now for levels 1 to 10, I'm going to be here on the Goblins. You could also go to chickens if you want. Like I mentioned in the 1 to 30 magic training video, I'm staying with Goblins because one of my goals for this account is to open 100 beginner clue caskets, and Goblins just drop clues at a little bit better of a rate than chickens do. So that is my sole reason for staying at Goblins. While I'm killing them, I am also going to be burying their bones and then also picking up any items that I don't have in my bank already. So just to show you guys right now, my range is level 1. I have a total of 12 ranged XP. So this is probably just going to take me a couple minutes. I will check back in with you guys once I reach level 10. Also, just a quick tip, while you're training range, it's a little bit unlike training magic or any other regular combat skill because your arrows will actually drop on the ground. Some of them, not every arrow will drop on the ground. So you're never going to be at a 1-to-1, you know, you're shooting one, it drops, you're shooting one, it drops. It's never going to be like that. With the arrows, you can pick them up and then they will automatically get re-equipped as long as you're wearing them. They'll get re-equipped back into your bow slot, and then you just keep training until you run out. There are a handful of members items such as Ava's Attractor or Ava's Accumulator that you can get after completing a quest or 2. And the cool thing about those is that they equip as a backpack in your cape slot, and it can pick up your ranged ammunition after you fire it. Also, every 3.5 minutes, it will attract an assortment of metal ammunition that's within your general area as well. So in theory, you're able to collect more of your arrows than you would if you weren't wearing it at all. But that's just a quick tip. It's not for free to play. So if you ever become a member, that's one of the cool things that you can look forward to. If you went into your attack style widget, you probably noticed that there's 3 different styles of range training that you can do. There's accurate, rapid, and long range. For training from levels 1 to 10, I would recommend staying on either accurate or rapid. Rapid will give you the most XP per hour since you're shooting out a lot more arrows, but at a lower level, that can also bite you in the butt a little bit because you might be splashing your arrows a little bit more. For myself, I preferred staying on accurate up until level 10, and then I'll most likely switch to rapid because I'll probably have more consistent hits at that point. Long range, I probably use the absolute least out of the 3, I would say. It does split your XP training in half between defense and range, and it is better for longer distance attacks. So if that's something that you're doing, you might switch to that style. Like I said, I rarely, if not ever, use that attack style. So I would typically stay in between accurate and rapid up until we get to level 10, and then switch to just rapid post level 10. I just hit level 5 range, and like I mentioned to you guys, I'm going to go back down and talk to Adventurer John because he's going to give me the cowl that I need for just a little bit added range bonus. If you're in the same area of killing chickens and goblins, it is fastest to just home teleport back to Lumbridge and then talk to Adventurer John, who's just a little bit northeast of the castle. You're going to ask to claim your rewards, and he's going to give you the Getting Started with Range bundle, which is the leather cowl and 75 bronze arrows. Hey, I'll tell you, nothing says elite range warrior like a leather shirt and some 200 bronze arrows. That is elite gaming right there. But we'll move up eventually. It just takes time. It just takes time. See, I'm almost already done with my training arrows. I'm down to 3 now. And that means I'm going to run out right about, yeah, I just ran out. I have officially run out of my training arrows with my training bow, so I am now full-time switched over to my regular short bow and just some bronze arrows. Ultimately, once I run out of the bronze arrows, I'll just switch to iron arrows, and then I'll probably stick with iron arrows up through like maybe into the 20s, I would say. Steel arrows can get a bit expensive, and I don't really know how much cash I have for that, so we'll just have to assess it when the time comes. So I just hit level 10 range, which means that I now have the green light to go and move on to cows. Before I do that though, I am going to go stop and talk to Adventurer John because he has more goodies for me, maybe another range bundle for hitting level 10. So he gave me an oak short bow and 275 bronze arrows. Heck yeah! Awesome. So I am doing pretty good still on the arrows that I had received prior. I still have 161 left, so I really haven't even used that many arrows. But 275 is going to last me a good long time. And the coolest thing is that I didn't even have to buy the next best short bow. I can just equip it, and I got it already because Adventurer John was a nice guy and he decided to give it to me for free. So I'm going to continue to use the bronze arrows that I have with it just to kind of burn through them, I guess. Maybe once I reach level like 15 or 20, I might switch over to the iron ones that I have and see if it makes that big of a difference. But since I'm going over to the cows, I am going to just bank everything that I have received from the goblins. Unfortunately, I didn't get any clue scrolls, but maybe when we're doing the level 20 to 30 jump and we move to either barbarians or the hill giants, maybe we can get one there. Honestly, if you've played RuneScape in the past, you have probably spent so many hours at these cow fields. It feels so mind-numbing. But the best thing about it is that even though they are not crazy XP, the drops that they give of the cowhide and the bones are at least worth it to help fund and some future training for you. So in my opinion, I think it is a million times worth it to come here. I think I'm at the point now where I want to try to switch to rapid because the kills feel like they're just taking a little bit longer than I would like, and everything just feels very slow. So I'm going to switch it to rapid and let's see how much faster we can knock out these levels. Yo, would you look at that? After all of the time that I've spent killing goblins, I didn't even get a clue. I just got a clue from cows. I think this might be the first account ever that I have got a beginner clue scroll from killing cows. I genuinely don't think this has ever happened on any of my accounts before, but let's go. I think this is number like 13 in the collection. So not to say that we're getting close to 100, but it helps in getting there. And that's what matters. I am deciding to move on from cows at this point because I just hit level 15 and I noticed that I'm killing them just a little bit quicker than I would like. I'm going to move on to the Barbarians, which are just a little bit south of Edgeville, right here in Barbarian Village. They drop a lot more clues, and I'm hoping that between levels 15 and 20, I can maybe even get 1 or 2 clues. But if you're comfortable staying at the cows and you don't want to move on to the Barbarians as well, that's completely fine. I would recommend staying at the cows from levels 10 to 20. And then I'm going to move on to Hill Giants at level 20 and then train there from level 20 to 30. At this point, if you haven't switched over from using iron arrows from your bronze arrows, I would do that because you might not believe it, but arrow type actually matters a little bit more than you might think. Even though iron isn't the biggest upgrade over bronze, it'll still result in higher max hits, better XP per hour, and faster kills. So I think it's worth it. Even if you have to spend a little bit extra to get them, they're not going to be significantly more than whatever you ended up spending on your bronze arrows. Once you've reached level 20 range, you can also go back to Adventurer John and get your last of the rewards that he will give you. Looks like for hitting level 20, you get a willow shortbow, 75 iron arrows, and the coif. So I would definitely recommend wearing all of these as soon as you can. I came a little bit after I hit level 20, but I am definitely going to be able to utilize these going into the 30s. So make sure you stop by and get your free items from him. I just hit level 25 range. I have my new willow shortbow equipped. I've got a whole new stack of iron arrows in my equipment tab, and we are going to go head over to Hill Giants to complete these last 5 levels. So hopefully we can get a clue, if not some limpwort roots and some big bones to at least sell to make some cash. I'm finally here at the Hill Giants, and I'll be here for about 5 levels. It's honestly crazy how big of a difference you'll see once you start upgrading your equipment, because I was going from consecutive XP drops from like 5 XP to 8 XP for range, and now I'm seeing as high as like 16 quite consistently. So definitely if you're getting it for free from Adventure John though, that is the way to go. And there it is, level 30 range. We started this journey at level 1 with a basic bow and a handful of arrows. Everything is definitely starting to feel a little bit more rounded out as we hit 30 on one of the last combat skills that we needed to train. I don't want to say range is becoming one of my favorite combat skills, but it's definitely up there with magic for sure. It is now the complete opposite end of the day than it was when I originally started recording this video, but that's okay. This wraps up everything for today's episode of Surviving Free-to-Play, getting our range level up from level 1 to level 30. Next time, we'll continue to build the account and get one step closer to becoming a respectable RuneScape player, or at least slightly less broke. Before you go, I do have one question for you. Where is your favorite place to train range in free-to-play? Let me know down in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you're new around here, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye!